Hi. Oh, thank you, Yvette, for making this happen. I really appreciate it. And I'm really looking forward to sharing some creativity with you guys. So, and without further ado, I'm going to turn my camera down and crack on. So, I'm going to work today on a piece of grey board. Let me just get that in shot. There we go. I'm working on a piece of grey board today, which is 6 by 12, and I'm going to use all kinds of goodies on here. And if you like, this is going to be given away to somebody who donates during the live. So I'm going to start off by covering my piece of grey board. I'm just going to use some of this really lovely paper. So I'm just going to quickly cut that, and we'll be able to stick that straight on, and then I can start adding some more interesting elements to it. So I quite often like to do a paper background before I start adding paint, because it just gives me quite a nice base to work from. So I'm just going to adhere this to the board. And it's quite nice. This is the problem, isn't it, with double-sided papers? It's quite nice that way. No, we're going to do that way. Decision made. Right, I'm just adhering this with some bookbinding glue because it's paper onto grey board, so this will give it a really good adhesion. So we'll stick that on there. And I've prepared lots of elements I'm going to add to this to create an assemblage type piece. So let's get that's on there nicely. There we go. And I'll give that a sand in a minute, but I just want the glue to go off of it. And I'm going to add a little bit of stenciling, and I've got a text stencil, so I think that's going to work really nicely. So let's grab my spatula and some clean paste. I'm just going to add some little areas of text now in the background. So I'm just going to make sure that's straight, because it will really bug me if I get it off at an angle. And I don't want to do the whole area. I'm just looking for little elements. So like that. And I think that will be good as well. And just make sure that's straight. There we go. Oh, I've got a bit of a blobby bit there, but that's okay. That will get covered over now. As we go. Right, I'm just going to chuck that to one side here. And grab my little heat gun so I can dry this off quickly. I'm going to dry dry this off. And the nice thing now is when we add some paint, we'll get all sorts of different textures because we've got this paste on here too. So it doesn't take long to dry. Nearly there. And dry. And then I'm going to take my sanding block and I'm just going around the edges of this cardon board, and it will just give it a nice finish. So I may well do a bit more of this after the event. But right now, that is looking good, and that paste is now nice and touch dry. So we're in a good position to start adding some paint. So I'm going to start by adding a little bit of acrylic paint. Just adding a few smudges of it. That's the technical term, and I'm taking quite a wet brush and I'm just blending that in like that. It's a bit of wet paste there, but that's okay. It'll be okay. So I've blended that where I'm happy, and I'm just going to dry this a little bit because I don't want all my colours to go to mush. So just making sure it's touch dry, which it is. So, and then I want to add a little bit of turquoise. I really like putting these colours together. And I'm just dotting it around, and then I'm going to take a really wet brush, like absolutely dripping this brush is, and just blend that in. Absolutely love these colours together so much. Just not like that. So I'm really happy with where we're at. The background's coming together really nicely. I've already gessoed the resin pieces that I want to use in this. Just let that dry. Just checking that's touch dry. That's a bit wet there still. There we go. So that's looking good. Then I'm going to take some antiquing gel in an umber colour. So this is a darker colour again. You could use a darker brown acrylic paint, depending on your confidence in working with paints. So I'm just adding this. This is just coming off the edges more than anything else. There we go. And just a little elsewhere. And then I'm going to spray this with a little bit of water. I'm going to take some kitchen roll and just blot this off. Just blotting it off. Don't want. Oh, good. I'm really enjoying the texture that this is creating. So I'm just going to add a little bit more water there. Blot it. I'm really enjoying that texture. I hope that you can see it. So dry that off again. And it's important for me to dry this as well because I'm working on a grey board base. I don't want any of the excess moisture to seep into the grey board and distort it too much. So there we go. I'm really enjoying that. There. Then I'm going to get I think I've got a little cardboard. I did have a little cardboard circle, there it is, that I'm going to use to just add a little bit of height to everything that I'm going to stick on now. And I could gesso this, but I think it's going to be okay. Actually, no, I will give it a quick bit of gesso once I've stuck it down. Actually, I could do the paint effect that I did. Yeah, I'm going to make sure that's really well stuck down. There we go. About there. And I'm just going to do a similar paint effect on this. Actually, I'm not going to add gesso first. I'm just going to get in there and use the same paints. You won't see much of this background, this circle here, but I do want the pieces that we do see to sort of tie in with everything else. So I'm just...
Hi Rachel, you're not alone.
Oh, I love you. Hi Liam.
Not alone.
I'm a little Norman no mates here. But I'm having a nice time.
Oh, good. Can you move the camera out a little so we can see a little more, please?
Oh, let's have a look. Bear with me.
We will.
Oh. Chaos. You might not want to see more Oh my goodness. Right. Oops. Right. Let's see. How's that?
Oh, much better. Much better, thank you.
Lovely. Yes, sorry, my equipment is definitely not up to date, but it is my birthday soon, so I'm working on that. So there we go. I'm just drying that one off.
What have we got? So Asha says hello. Sam says it looks amazing.
Oh,
Claire's in the house. Anya says amazing colours. Olga's loving the rusty vibe.
Oh yeah, it's essential. It is absolutely essential. So I've done exactly the same with this as I did with the bottom layer, because I'm just making sure that it's all going to fit in once it comes together. So
Abby loves the colour combo.
Thank you.
Anya's in the house.
Oh, fantastic. Hello, 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 hello.
She's very resilient, Olga. So Olga says she hopes that the small YouTube dysfunction didn't stress you out.
Oh, no, it's... I should have expected it, really. No, it's fine. So I am going to start putting my pieces together now. And I've got a selection of all kinds of just things that make me happy, basically. I'm also toying with something like, let's do everything else first, because I've got loads of bits. So let's work on the bits first. So I've got this lovely frame.
Olga says no stress needed. We've moved everybody here. And Claire says she doesn't think she's ever heard you stressed. You're so relaxed.
No, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. It's right, let's put that out there.
Sam's wondering what birthday she missed. None yet.
Not yet. No. Oh, look at that face. I love that face. I'm going to paint that face. All right. Let's have a look. I want some wings. There. I've got all these. I did these bits last night, so I would be... Oh, yes. And I want those there. So I'm just playing about with the positioning so that I know that I'm happy with it. And I think, oh, yes, definitely.
Ida's in the house. Hi, Ida. Oh, thank you for liking and sharing.
Oh, thank you, thank you. And I think we'll have that bit there. Just checking I'm liking where I put everything before I stick it down. And I've also got I made some flowers to pop on here as well. So I'll be doing that as well. So that's too much there, I think. Let's come a little bit, little star there, I think. Yes, I think I'm happier. Oh, I don't know, I quite like it going out there. Sorry, I'm having a little witter to myself.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I know, it's so hard. Right, let's start. I'm going to start sticking it down, and then I'm committed. So let me get a bit of cardboard, because I like to add a bit of height where it's needed with some cardboard. And then we'll be away. And for speed, I'm going to use some silicone gel. So it's not this glue gel or whatever, just because I know that it'll adhere quickly. I would ordinarily use like a gel medium, a nice thick gel medium or heavy body gel, but just for speed and because I've got this on my desk, I'm going to use this. So I've got this lovely face, which
Nikki's in the house. Hi, Nikki.
Oh, just making a little cardboard platform. And they're just raising up this little face. And we might need one more actually.
Hi, Elizabeth.
There we are. So that's all stuck down there. I'm going to put that lovely face on there. Oh, God.
Olga wants to know how everybody is making such amazing projects in no time. So when we got our live later, I hope she's gonna do the same.
Oh, I don't have a life, so this is my life. This is what I do. I mess about with things. So let's stick.
Got a bit of a challenge on, Olga. How many projects I can do to your one?
Oh gosh. Olga's projects are amazing.
Yeah, she's very much attention to detail, girl. I'm a bit of a slap and stick it.
Scissors, scissors. I don't know why I thought the scissors should be her body, but I just really, I'm going with it. I'm committed to it. I like it. Just getting rid of some of that glue gel there. Yeah. So I'm liking that. Now I wanted to put.
Olga says she's such a snail. I've seen some of the work she does. She's not slow. She's just very particular to attention of details.
Oh, absolutely. And this, I mean, I spent ages prepping this. I couldn't have just come and done this. There is. Right, I'm going to do a happy medium and put it at a diagonal because I couldn't decide where to stick it. Now, there's going to be, I've got flowers and little bits of paper stuff as well. Where's my little star gone? There's my little star. Want that one there. Yeah, this is working far quicker than I would normally like to work. These are all just, they're all resin molds. Yeah, I'm going to stick that one down there because I do have some flowers that I'm going to stick on here as well. So I'm happy with that at the moment. It might look slightly odd, but there's more to come. So I don't want to, I need to make sure there are spaces for the more to come. And I'm just, I can't decide if I want to paint her face or not at the moment. So I'm going to put some wax on and see what I think. So I'm just using some wax, and I'm using a brush because some of this is a little bit delicate. And I've got right hands. So I'm going to do the frame because I know I want that waxed. And I'm going to watch it come to life. Yes, and with scissors as well. They can have some wax on. Always makes me think of the Karate Kid with the wax on, wax off. Okay. Just getting into all those little nooks and crannies.
Hi Marisol, sorry I missed Marisol coming in.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
Oh, thank you for the auction link, Olga. If anybody's checked out the auction link.
Oh, fantastic. How's that going? How's the auction going?
It's fantastic. Yeah, some awesome stuff in there, and people are just bidding like crazy.
Oh,
the last time I looked, I still got the Andy Skinner one, but I don't think it'd be long before I'm not going to get that for the price I put. But never mind. I went in there and outbid a few people earlier, so those who think they're safe best go back in and check.
No, fight and talk.
Mind you, I was outbid a few as well.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. I just love being able to help, just doing what we love doing.
Absolutely.
A little bit more here. Come on. Right. Now I am going to get a little bit of paint.
Claire, yeah, I think I outbid you as well, Claire. But I think you outbid me in something else. We'll keep going. I've got my eye on something, so I'm waiting for it.
Oh.
They are, Elizabeth, they're absolutely amazing.
Right, there you go. Right, I am going to leave the wax. I'm going to come back and do more wax. There will be more wax happening. But I want to just do a little bit of painting as well. So I'm going to start with, I think I'm going to get some green on the go. Oh, do come on. I thought I had myself there.
Oh, you'll have to go and check now, Claire, won't you?
Right.
I'm not telling. You go and outbid me again.
I just wanted to add it's like almost a dry brushing of colour because I'm going to put wax on top of things now, but I do just want a wee bit of colour in some places. So let's do a wee bit of colour.
Yeah, don't go sleep, ladies. Snooze and you lose. Somebody will come and outbid you.
just moving little bits of colour and I can't resist the face. I just can't. It's got to be done. So I am just painting this gorgeous little face.
Can you hear me fussy cutting?
I can. What are you fussy cutting?
I thought, oh, I'll do this while I'm sitting here.
That's all right.
I promised to swap a mini album.
Oh.
I haven't finished, and I don't know if I finished in time. Sorry, Dawn, if you're watching. I will get to it.
Oh. Just this will take a couple of coats. When I'm doing faces, this is my go-to first coat, and it's called Santa's Flesh, and it's one of those paints that I can put anything on top of, so it makes it really easy to paint faces. So it's just a little hint there for you, because it's a good matte paint, and that just means that I can make my life a lot easier afterwards and add coloured pencils and things like that to the faces, which is really so much easier for fine detail.
It's looking fabulous, Rach.
Oh, thank you. It's very kind of you. There we go. So I'm just missed a bit there. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to fuck around with some other little bits before I put the next layer on. And then the details on her face will be quite quick to do when we do them. So get that out of the way.
Are you giving away your project at the end, Rachel?
Yes. Yeah. Anybody who donates during this live, I'll send this project to. If it's in the UK, I'm happy to pay postage. If it's outside the UK, then the buyer will the winner will have to pay postage.
You'll have to pick a winner. They won't all get it, but one winner. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, that's coming together. Now I want to add a little bit of colour on these wings as well. With a little bit of white, deep creamy colour, I think it is. Yeah.
Claire's been outbid by Marisol as well. Well, why not? It's all going to a good cause. So look out, I just might bid for the fun of it.
So just a little dry brushing on those wings, and then I'll go back in with the wax. Oh, do you know, it's famous last words about using that glue. I thought it might be a little bit firmer, but it's still a little bit wobbly, but you'll be okay. And then I want a little bit of turquoise on the wings as well. Get some of that out. Come on. Oh, I do get through turquoise paint. I think I've got turquoise issues.
We've about 15 minutes left, Rachel.
Okay. I can do it. Right. Let's get a little bit speedier. Okay. I'm going to just add another coat of paint to this face. Just because I like to work on black gesso because I think it gives me more depth to my colours. It's all personal preference, but because I work on the black gesso, it does mean when I use lighter colours that I need to give it a couple of coats. Right, that's going to be fine in a minute. We'll leave that to get on with it. Now, I made some flowers because I like making flowers, and I also cut out some little bitty bits from this. No, I don't think we're going to go for chicken. No. Right, we'll forget about those for a minute then, I think. But I do want to put some flowers and things like that around. So I'm going to snip these off.
Mishka's in the house. Hiya, Mishka.
Stick them on. Hello.
So we got Belinda and Tamar next.
Oh, rather lovely. Let's get some leaves on. I'm just arranging this in whatever way seems attractive to me at this precise moment in time. Yes, that. There. Let's have another one of these. Oh, yes. Yes, I'm liking that. And I was making these late last night. Yeah.
In the next couple of lives, I might decide what I'm going to do. I haven't decided yet.
Oh my goodness, you're brave. I just no. I had a rough plan. I have to.
I was going to say, if I had a rough plan, I'd be laughing, but I haven't got that yet.
Oh, that's my door going. Right, let's stick that there. Right, that star needs some wax on. Right, I will, before I send this out, I will sort of finish off some of the little areas that haven't had as much wax and love as perhaps they could. Just get that in place, and then I do want to put, I need to put some up there as well. How are we doing? Yep. Okay. Put a couple of
Yvetta says your project's coming along beautifully and speedily.
Oh, thank you.
She says she has a lot to learn. Roberta
No.
says it's really stunning. DT says it's stunning.
No, you're so kind. Thank you
Sam's
so
a
much.
wing it girl as well. Claire loves the flowers you've added. Beautiful colour. Marisol loves it so much. Mishka says your project is beautiful. She wants to watch it
Oh,
back on later on replay.
oh, thank you so much.
Hey Lana. Lana says, good day and peace and kindness to all. Amen to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Oops. There. Right, now for the face, I'm just going to grab some pencil crayon. And because we have the moulded area underneath, it makes it really not difficult at all to just follow the lines. And obviously I would generally take a lot more time doing this, because this is the sort of thing that I really love faffing around with. And I'd add a lot more shading and things like that as well, but we're not really in a position to do that right now. So I'm just going to add a little bit of colour to her cheeks and lips. And again, I'm using pencil crayon.
About 8 minutes left.
Really just gently adding this. I'm not sort of I'm trying not to scribble too much. And I'll go over with some other paints as well. Let me give her some pretty eyes. Just got the pencil crayon, and then I'm going to grab a micron pen, probably a 0.3.
Nikki, I don't think you're supposed to be watching while you're driving the cat to the vets. But she's loving it anyway.
Oh. I'm going to take this pen just along that lashes line as well. I'm not going to try and draw her lashes in because that would be crazy. But there we go. That is, I will do some finishing touches and things, but hopefully you can just about see that, I think. Is that all in? There we go. Ta-da!
Fabulous.
So I will add a few more little finishing touches and bits and bobs of painting on here, but that's the general gist of it. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you so much for donating. And please keep watching everybody else and keep donating to everybody else, and don't forget the auction. And hopefully we can do lots of good today.
Thank you very much, everybody. Rachel says it's a stunner. 3R says it's a beautiful project. Katya says it's so beautiful. Retta's given us the next link.
Oh, fantastic.
I don't know if Iveta, you've got to come in and stop the live for us, or whether you can do it, Rachel.